Hey, what's happening? Had to do it because she's waifu, she's an awesome character, and I was pleasantly surprised with this, so on with maybe a little review also while the speed paint happened. So, Bo Peep had to do it. Warning, it's a bit PG-13 because it's showing off her badonka bullet, her booty, because in that outfit, booty. So, last year we had Miss Incredible, booty in your face, and this year we have from Pixar, booty in your face from Bo Peep. So, of course, I had to give her a nice, sexy waifu pose. Not showing anything here, maybe I'll get a little bit of butt, some bare butt every so often. But you have to because you gotta do that then to put on clothes. If you want to see the uncensored version, that'll be posted on other social medias of mine if you want to see her actual full, glossy, gorgeous cheekage there. But on with Bo Peep. When I first heard about Toy Story 4, I was like, why? You ended it already. Why do another one 9 years later? And I'm glad they did because, honestly, I really enjoyed Toy Story 4. I loved it more than Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 was great. It had a nice ending, but it just didn't, I don't know, I wasn't too teary-eyed, I got a little misty-eyed at the ending when he said goodbye to Andy, but I don't know. It had the drama, it had the story, but then it focused too much on the comedy and the daycare, and then the bear guy, I knew he was going to be the bad guy. It's like the last one. Oh, he's going to be the bad guy type of stuff again, and then it seemed like Toy Story 2 again, in a sense. And I was like, no, it just didn't really do anything for me. Toy Story 4, I was bawling at the start because I thought it was a great way to show how Woody and Bo separated, and it was a beautiful, sentimental, emotional moment. I think that was perfect to set up for where we're going. It got me emotional, like, this is gonna be good. And of course, I wasn't gonna like the little duck and bunny because they look like they're gonna be, oh no, and they're gonna be obnoxious and annoying, but they were funny. I liked their banter, and then them, especially when they were like, here's the plan, here's how we're gonna get her. And they're so violent. I was like, why are these guys so violent? I guess I'll throw in a couple more characters I want to say. I really like Kaboom. Gotta love Keanu Reeves, and he was great. I felt sorry for the one guy that won the high five, the little toy box, the sandbox there. No one's giving him the high five, but I was glad at the very end, if you stay at the end of the credits, Kaboom goes by, the guy has his hand out, and he gives him that high five, and I'm like, yeah. But this one had a good ending. This one, it's closed, it's done, no more. They're separated now. I don't want to see, here's Buzz and the crew. Meanwhile, here's Woody, and it's like, no, it's done, it's over, and I thought they did a really well-told story. It was great. Woody's my favorite of the two, and it was nice to see him get a wonderful story about how, they did really well. They could have touched on just a little bit more deeper, but they had to do it to entertain kids and all that. But for what they went with, there was a pretty deep movie on all these characters, and Woody to go, what is your purpose in life? It's like, you were Andy's toy. And now you're Bonnie's toy, but are you? And he's still fixated on Andy because he was Andy's toy. And then Bo Peep telling him, it's like, do you want to be someone's toy or do you want to be your own toy type of thing there? So it was really good. It was a really, he had to really think, and then to see him go through this, the conflict inside, and to fight it, and to shape and change himself and realize what his true purpose in life was. And I like that. His purpose was Andy, but then Andy's gone. So now his purpose is, you gotta think for himself and be happy for himself. And I'm glad, spoilers, if anyone hasn't seen it, but come on. Spoilers, I'm glad that he stuck with Bo Peep because those two, it's good to have them together. It's what I wanted. It's what everyone would probably want. And Bo Peep, she looked beautiful. She looked cute. I liked her independentness. I liked the badassness of his. I was worried they were gonna go, we're gonna go woke. You know how Disney is lately, but they did not go woke. It was a really well done story, and I feel like it was, in the end, a story that needed to be done. I feel like Toy Story 3 was, after seeing it now, I'm like, you know what, you're right. This is the closing title. This is the closure. This is it. 100% closure, I think. And it was beautifully done. Emotional. I really liked Gabby Gabby. She was one that was different than the other ones. Like, the bear, I don't remember much of Toy Story 3, except for, everyone in the ending, the scene where they're all gonna die. Because it just didn't stick with me as much. Now, Toy Story 1 and 2, I love Toy Story 1 and 2. I'm not a big fan of Pixar films, but Toy Story 1 and 2 definitely are the ones I know for sure I like, along with Incredibles 1 and 2. And Bug's Life. Bug's Life was really, underratedly, I like them more than a lot of them. But, wow, Gabby Gabby was different for a villain this time for the Toy Story franchise, because she wasn't really evil. That's what I liked about her. She wasn't evil. She just wanted, to be loved and to be loved by a little girl and be a toy for someone. So, her purpose, I saw it coming with the voice box thing. I knew that's how they were going to end it, but that was a good thing because we doesn't need anymore anyway. But I really liked how she, you felt sorry for her too, and I'm happy she got a happy ending. Everyone got a happy ending. I love this. I was happy to see Bo Peep again. Sexy, badass, cute Bo Peep. Pretty thick when you think about it though, Fun, entertaining. I feel like the story was told well. We had moments again too. I love Buzz Lightyear with his inner dialogue thing, just pressing this button the whole time. His inner voice, And then sure, the other characters weren't utilized as much. It would have been nice to see, more of the other cast and characters, but they were there. But then this was Woody's tale, Bo's tale. The two of them come back together, realizing their purpose in life. A powerful story, and I really appreciate that that's what they went with. At first, you know, again, I thought it was gonna be like, oh, why are you doing this? And they say, don't worry, there's a reason for this. And I'm like, I don't know, Disney, there is no reason for their films anymore, but this is a film where there was a reason to this. So while I feel like they've ruined everything they've touched on creatively, Disney is dead. They have no more originality or creativity left in their bodies. For the Disney brands, their live action stuff, I mean, all their live action films, except for like a couple of them, are garbage. Lion King, Aladdin, Beauty and the Beast, Cinderella especially, holy crap, garbage. And they're gonna keep doing more and more, and it's all gonna be garbage. They even said they have no clue what they're doing with Star Wars. I'm not a Star Wars fan anymore, but I feel sorry for people who are, to see amazing how Disney could ruin, how do you F up Star Wars? And all these other brands, and now they're gonna get a hold of Alien and the Planet of the Apes, they're gonna reboot and ruin Home Alone, they're gonna and reboot Rocketeer. It's what they do, but Pixar still brings, like you can see next year there's 2 original stories again, not sequels, and it's like Pixar for some reason, they could still pull it off without doing any like woke agendas period, or just trying to ruin stuff, and I feel like Pixar is still in a sense trying to tell a story, and I didn't believe it at first with Toy Story 4 when they first announced it. I'm like, no. They said, trust us, and I'm like, no, I just know. And then when I see how more and more came, but then when I saw it, I was like, they're right, I trust them. So again, I was happy for Bo. I love Duke Kaboom. I thought it was very, I loved seeing a Forky was actually pretty fun. I loved how he kept on wanting to just like basically off himself and throw himself in the trash. And it was nice to see them all one last time. It was nice what they kind of did for Mr. Potato Head, where they used a little bit of stuff there to kind of get, you know, archive sounds to get, you know, Don Rickles still in there. So it was very nice. Always good to hear Ratzenberger and everything. So this was just a nice finally an ending. It was closure. I accept it. It was beautiful. Well done. I think, honestly, way better than Toy Story 3. Toy Story 3 never stood with me. It's one of those ones where it's kind of like Your Name, where everyone loves Your Name, but I'm like, I don't know. It didn't stick with me. Now, a Silent Voice, Machia, Pancreas, yeah. Your Name, no. Again, Toy Story 1 and 2, oh, I love them to death. Toy Story 3, I just, no, I don't know. Toy Story 4, more memorable, more enjoyable, better than Toy Story 3, in my opinion. Definitely up there, you know. I feel like that should be it makes no sense for a trilogy, but that should be, for me, that's the story right there. I don't need the third one. I don't know. It had its funny moments. It was funny, I admit it. But story-wise, that's all it was. Toy Story 4 had so much more depth, so much more story. Perfect closure, in my opinion, and I loved every minute of it. And I can't believe that when I saw Blake Clark doing the voice of Slinky, I can't believe he was the one doing the voice. I was like, oh my gosh. Because it did sound really good. It sounded familiar, and I can't believe it was him. So that was nice. But again, still, rest in peace, Ernest. And rest in peace, Don Rickles. But again, Tim Allen did a great job bringing back Buzz for one last time, and Tom Hanks killed it again. With Woody, Annie Potts doing a wonderful, wonderful job of Bo Peep. It was wonderful. I loved it all. For me, 9.5 out of 10. Maybe 10 out of 10. I don't know. I really loved it. And yeah, here you go. I hope you like Bo Peep. She's sexy, badass. You could still be a badass, tough girl and still look beautiful. I know that West is trying to make it otherwise and tell you otherwise, but no, you can still look pretty and kick-ass. She's sexy, she's hot, and I might do actual more lewds of her in the future, because she's just that awesome. What do you guys think? Let me know. Hope you like it. Keep it fappening. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, 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 ding. J, ding, 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 J. Ding, 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 ding.